Welcome to Wineline TV. This is your host, Robert Scott, and we're here for another Naked Tastings. This is a review of a case of wines from Naked Wines in California. And although some of these wines are from overseas as well. So this is going to be something different than I normally do. Normally, I review each wine in a separate video, but this was a kind of interesting case when I got it. There are 5 whites, 1 rosé, and 6 red wines. And the unusual thing is that a number of these wines, in fact, the majority of them are out of stock, but we're going to talk about that later. The wine I'm tasting here is the Lacaze Grand Reserve Cabernet Sauvignon from Jean Pascal. It's both it's juicy, it's elegant, and there's a backbone of oak and cedar, most likely from the little bit of Carmenere that's been added to the blend. It's got a long finish and some spice on the side. So I'll set that aside for right now because I'm going to have a little more of that later. And let's talk first about the white wines. Actually, let's talk first about the Epponia Brut Rosé, non-vintage by Wayne Diddleson. It's a classic blend of Pinot Noir and Chardonnay, and it yields a bright, bubbly effervescence with a soft palate and soft mouthfeel. It's cool climate grapes from River Junction AVA in Central California. It's aged 10 months in bottle, and you ought to get there and get some of this because it's a great value at $15.99. The market price on this wine is about $30.99, but you get $9 off if you're an angel with Naked Wines. So that's the Epponia Brut Rosé by Wayne Diddleson. Next, we reviewed the Scott Kelly Oregon Pinot Gris 2019. This wine had great citrus notes and a creamy texture to it. Best served very cold, I think. And the grapes are from the best regions in Oregon. Be careful. This Pinot Gris will make you drool. Pear, apple, and citrus really come alive in the glass. Unfortunately, this is one of the wines that is out of stock. Next is the Patrice Gasset Pouilly-Fumé 2019. It's a crisp Sauvignon Blanc from the Loire Valley. I love the Sauvignon Blancs from the Loire Valley. And I think they're probably the best in the world, although there's some from Bordeaux that are just outstanding as well, too. This Sauvignon Blanc, or if you want to call it Pouilly-Fumé, brings a rich and ripe and refreshing mouthfeel. It would be great with a pan-seared snapper, enhanced with a little lemon and capers. The finish is long and rewarding, and guess what? This one's out of stock as well. Then we had the, let's see, what was next that we tried? We tried the Benjamin Dunat Picquignac, French spelling, Blanc 2019. It's from the south of France. It's a blend of Chardonnay, Colombard, and Sauvignon Blanc. It's easy drinking with a touch of some gravel in the background. It's a great value, and this wine is market priced about $19.99, and angel price is $11.99, so you get $10 off on this this wine. The next white we tried was the Quevedo Family Alvarinho 2019. This is another great value from Portugal. And Portugal is really kicking out some great value wines these days. Great fruit forward citrus with a backbone of tropical notes. This is an elegant sipping white that brings a European elegance into your glass. And guess what, folks? This one's out of stock as well. Now, one of my favorite wines of this case was the Cahetto Savoli di Lutia Pinot Nero Rosé Frizzante. It's a lot of words that really mean this is an Italian rosé produced in one of my favorite styles, which is Frizzante. That is lightly sparkling. I mean, lightly. When you don't want a champagne or another sparkling wine and you want a little fizz in your glass, a Frizzante style is what you want to have. It's absolutely delicious. And I think it pairs well with Italian hard cheeses, salami, and any kind of pork dish. And folks, this wine is out of stock too. Okay, well, let's move along to the red wines. We already told you about the Lacaze Reserve Cabernet Sauvignon, which has a little touch of Cominière in it. Next, we tasted the Candies Napa Valley Cabernet Sauvignon 2017. This is a top Napa cab, and at this price, it's amazing. It's really got rich, dark fruit with a very long finish. At 50 bucks, Napa Valley, it's a bargain. But if you're an angel, you get $27 off the price of every bottle. That brings it down to $22.99. At $23, it's hard to believe. Just absolutely amazing. Too bad it's gone, but you can get in line for the next vintage, and we're going to talk about that. The next wine I want to talk about is the Ilatina La Rebecana Vineyard Carmenere. $19.99 is the market price for this wine. You'll pay $15.99 if you're a Naked Wines Angel. It's saving $4. Irene Piave crafted this outstanding Carmenere from a single vineyard in Puemo, I think that's how you pronounce it, Puemo, Chile, and allowed it to develop an intense dark fruit profile, has smooth tannins, and a touch of New World spice. And we're going to try wine that's still available. It's Richard Bruno's Clarksburg Petite Syrah 2018. Going for $19.99 a bottle. It's the market price, $11.99 a bottle. If you're an angel, that's $8 a bottle off. I confess, I am a Petite Syrah lover. And this one by Richard Bruno is dark and complex just the way I like it. Plus, it's a real powerhouse from Clarksburg, area you don't hear about too much. Folks grill a porterhouse or a blackened pork chops for a great pairing. Give this wine some time to breathe and you'll be rewarded. But go for it before it's gone. The next wine tried is the Jose Hernandez Gualteria Las Divas 2018. Market price $22.99, angel price $13.99. That's $9 a bottle off. It's a near perfect blend of Mendoza Malbec and Cabernet with a touch of Cab Franc from the Yucco Valley. And it delivers really, I think, a kind of left bank Bordeaux profile. Maybe it's the French oak barreling that does it. This is an outstanding wine that's out of stock. Yes, folks, out of stock. So is F. Stephen Miller's Black Label California Cabernet Sauvignon 2019. I like Stephen Miller's wines. This one is no exception. Velvet smoothness, wrapped in a dark berry richness. It's sure to please the most particular Cabernet lover. And this wine will last, I think, a good while in the cellar. I'd give it, you know, 3 or 4 years and it'll just get better and better. This wine would retail for about 23 bucks. You get $10 off. And so $12.99 is the price if you're an Angel. Now, as I said, this wine is out of stock too. Now, just a minute, I have to refresh myself. All right, La Case Grand Reserve Cab is excellent. Now, why do I bring all these wines to you that you can't get? Well, this is one of the unique features of Naked Wines. And one of the reasons that I love them so much, plus the fact that they're producing great wines. And the fact that many of these wines are out of stock is because the Angels grab them up when they come out. So one of the things that you can do if you're an Angel, you can reserve the next vintage. You can say, I want 6 bottles of this, or like the Kendies Napa Valley Cabernet, I want a case of that. Next vintage comes out. And when the next vintage comes out, you got it. How many times can you do that without putting up any upfront money? That's really an exceptional deal. So this has been a case of outstanding wines, 5 whites, 6 reds, and 1 rosé that I just thought were excellent. And, you know, I'm going to reserve some of these, and I think you should too. So until we see you again on Wineline TV Naked Tastings, this is your host, Robert Scott, saying, good drinking, folks. Enjoy and get naked.